Teeth check. Good?
Sure.
Good. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest with me.
Hello, hello.
Meet my fiance Joey. I know he's been in a few vlogs, but this is the first formal video with him. It took a
Take it easy on
long
me.
time coming. So I had put on my Instagram if you guys wanted to see a makeup tutorial or if you wanted to see an engagement story time, and a lot of, I think only like 1 or 2 people voted for the makeup tutorial. Everyone else voted for engagement story time.
I probably voted for the makeup tutorial.
It's acting like this is torture for you.
It's not, I'm just joking.
So gotta give the people what they want, and we're gonna do a story time video. And the reason why this video came to mind was because actually August 3rd we hit our 1 year engaged. So I was like, what better way to do this video than now, because this month we've been engaged for 1 year.
1 year, yes, that is correct.
Yeah, I feel like this year has been
Nuts.
crazy.
There's no definition for
It's
this
just
year.
been a lot.
Yeah, 2020 is definitely something for everyone, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Especially
2019, we got engaged in 2019.
Yeah, but...
Like the last 12 months, I'm thinking.
Oh. Well, yeah, a lot has happened.
Yeah, definitely. I guess we can start off with why it took us so long to even do this video, because I posted what you guys wanted to see about 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month ago. No, I want to say like 3 weeks ago. And it's just been crazy. Like every weekend we have something. We have family in town, or we have things for the wedding, or things for the house that we have to do. So
You keep us super busy.
I do. And also we needed to work around Joey's haircut schedule, so
Shout out to Fade Fanatics, Bruce Sharp.
okay, throwing it in there. A little slide. Yeah, so, but here we are. We're here. We made it. And let's start. Take it away, babe.
Well, we obviously, as we progress in our relationship, we've talked about, you know, finally getting engaged and us wanting to take the next step and wanting more than just being a girlfriend and a boyfriend. So obviously we had that conversation first, to the point where we would even know if we wanted to get engaged or not and get married and have a family and you know, be with each other for the rest of our lives.
When did you think that? When did we think that we were gonna?
Well, it was for a while, I think. For a good while, we already knew what we wanted.
Yeah.
If you don't already know, we've known each other since we were 15 years old. Obviously, we were on different paths. We lived in different states.
So I think like once we got together, we knew that if we were gonna get together, it was gonna be for the long run, and it was gonna be serious.
And there's a lot I can get into.
We'll save that for another video.
To kind of explain how we decided we wanted to get engaged and be with each other for the rest of our lives. But that's going to be a sneak peek.
Yeah, we'll save that for another video. This is like just the engagement. But yeah, the backstory of it is, I think we knew for pretty quickly into our relationship. I think quicker than other relationships, because of like
what we went through. We also what we went through and what we experienced so early on in our relationship that just kind of showed our
like if we could go through all of that, like our first year, and be stronger than ever, then like we knew we were meant for each other.
So we'll leave that there. So back to the engagement.
Yeah.
So yeah, we already knew we wanted to get engaged. I actually started looking at rings, and she's very good at letting me know what she likes and what she wants. So we obviously knew we wanted to be engaged. So she started looking at rings and kind of giving me hints and ideas, like, oh, this is what I like. Should I do this?
But you would ask me too.
Yeah, every now, but hardly ever, just because, you know, you talked about it a lot.
Well, you know how like when you go on Instagram and you look up things that you know,
That's
you're
all that ever
interested in
pops
on
up.
Instagram, and then all of a sudden your news feed is like filled with it. So I would come across like looking at engagement rings, and then every time I would go on my news feed, it was just filled with different rings and beautiful
She would screenshot
diamonds.
what she liked,
Yeah.
and there was a bunch of photos that she would show me. I was like, this is my style. This is what I like this and that. So.
Yeah, but don't make me sound crazy. You
No,
feel like I was doing
no.
it every day.
Honestly, if there's any dudes watching this, if your girlfriend is like that and you guys plan on getting engaged and you want to get engaged with her and she's talking like she knows exactly what she wants, listen, because it's going to make it so much easier in the long run when you buy a ring and when you're choosing a ring.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much me. Like,
it would have been a lot tougher if I had no hints as to what she liked and what her style was, because obviously she's never had a ring before, so I can't, it's not like I can go into her jewelry box and see, oh, that style ring she likes, you know. Because I know you, and I've known you since we're 15 years old. Were you engaged before 15?
Oh,
Obviously
not.
not.
That story.
Yeah, right. So anyway, she knew what she wanted. She let me know what it was, obviously, and at the end of the day, she didn't pick her ring. I obviously picked the ring, but I knew what she wanted and what she liked. So I actually, after some time, decided to finally get the ring, or start shopping anyway, and which I went on a couple of online sites. I built rings online just to kind of get pricing. I researched obviously diamonds, what was important about them, what to look for, what mattered, what didn't matter, that way, because at the end of the day, I wanted to get a ring that was just very nice to the both of us, not just her. Like, I wanted it to be something that I like too, because it's obviously a symbol of our relationship, so I want it to be a ring that I really liked as well. So fast forward a little bit.
You did really good with the ring, by the way.
Yeah,
everyone said that you did.
I didn't just go and buy one.
Yeah, like he actually did his research and took his time, and he learned the 4 or 5 C's, and like it was not, I learned that it's not about the size of the carat. Like
that plays a huge part. Don't listen to her.
No, it does, but there's also so many characteristics in a diamond.
Yeah, it's not just the carat. You know what I mean?
Like
there's the cut. You can have a huge diamond and it not look good at all, because I mean the clarity is terrible.
Yeah, like,
or it's got a bunch of imperfections that you could see through the naked eye.
Or the color is not colorless or close to colorless. Like, so there's so much to the diamond, and it's beautiful.
Glad you love it. So fast forward.
And I had no idea you were doing this.
No, she didn't. I actually bought the ring on Father's Day.
Yeah. I thought he was, because we had spoken about like an idea of when we wanted, like just a time frame of like what year we wanted to get engaged or whatever. And I honestly thought that he was going to do it for Christmas time, because all of our family was going to be there. And
yeah, but I thought that was so cliche.
Yeah, but that's what I kept thinking. I kept thinking it was going to be during a holiday.
The main thing, so my original idea was, I knew she wanted our parents to both be there, both sets of parents, her parents and my parents. And at the time, her parents lived in New York, so I was coordinating with her parents behind her back as to when maybe they could be coming. That way I could plan something while they were here, so that way we could have all of our families together. Obviously when they popped the question, but
it was just almost impossible.
Yeah, it got kind of difficult. The weekend that her parents were supposed to come ended up falling through. They weren't able to come. So, and I remember going back to what I said, I bought the ring on Father's Day of that year. So I had the ring for a few months before I finally decided, all right, we're going to do it this way.
And I had requested one thing, that like if both of sets of our parents couldn't be there, I wanted it to just be privately in between us, because how could you choose like which set of parents you have experiences it with you and which set misses out, you know? It's just not fair to either or. So I had said, you know, like I just want like either both of our parents to be there, or just have it between me and you. So.
And I honestly really liked it just being us. I mean, not to sound selfish, but I thought it was very private, very intimate, and
we actually
I felt like we really got to soak in that moment and really enjoy and just kind of let our emotions go and enjoy the time.
Yeah.
It was literally just us. And I mean, when you're proposing, it's you and her, you know what I mean, or you and him. So I
but
thought,
everyone does it
I thought
differently.
it went, I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it with family, but I enjoyed the way I did it.
The way we did it was
I think
perfect.
Shelly did too. So So when I finally decided today was the day I'm going to buy the ring, I actually pulled into the parking lot of the place that I bought the ring, and I sat there for probably 30 minutes.
Like, are you sure? Do I really want to do this right now?
I had sat there for about 30 minutes before I was like, alright, I'm going in. I wanted to sit and clear my mind, and you know, it's a big purchase too. I mean, it wasn't cheap. At least for me, it wasn't cheap. It was a pretty large investment for myself, and I wanted to make sure I was making the right decision. But obviously I walked into the jewelry store, so that was the decision I made, was obviously to buy the ring. And I've never done this before. I've never proposed to anyone. You know, this was my first time and my only time, so I wanted to make sure it was right. So I went in. Obviously I purchased the ring. The way it went is I purchased the setting and then I purchased the diamond, so it was separate. It wasn't just a ring that was already put together. But that's why I bought the setting. I picked the setting that I wanted, and I looked at a bunch of settings. But this one of the first ones I looked at really stuck out to me. I'm like, wow, this one's beautiful. I really like this one. But I didn't want to just stop. I wanted to see everything they had. I wanted to be very thorough. And after looking at like 10, 15, 20 settings, I'm like, I went back to one of the first 5 that I looked at, and I was like, this is the one. So that was it. I chose that setting, and then I looked at a bunch of diamonds after that. And after going back and forth and obviously looking at all the C's that mattered, I picked the diamond for the setting, and they were able to put it in and obviously make it fit, clean it up, and package it up personally just for me. And came home with it. Had to hide it for a few months because I didn't propose for a few months after that.
I had no idea that the ring was like in the house for 2 months.
Yeah, and obviously I had planned to propose sooner, but again, what happened with her parents, they weren't able to come. So fast forward, August comes, and I decide to plan my engagement, or plan our engagement. Now I owe a lot to the person that is going to be our photographer and videographer for our wedding. Josh, he's a friend of mine, Josh McFarquhar, with McFarquhar Photography. He was a huge help for this engagement. He did our engagement photo shoot, which happened the same day as our engagement, and also helped me plan and find really like beautiful areas. Like, it was super stressful because I originally had planned to propose. So I found a restaurant that I really liked in Clearwater on the beach, and it's a really beautiful restaurant, but right outside there's like a hotel. It's open, and you could obviously walk into the beach right outside the restaurant. And I originally had planned to propose during the sunset on the beach, but it was a very busy day because it was a beautiful day out. It just so happened it was a beautiful day. Everybody was at the beach. I only decided that I wanted to propose on the beach on the sunset, but there was a lot of people. It was a very busy day. So literally, as we're there walking around,
because he had us walking around.
I was like, oh, let's walk around, let's check out the scenery. It's a very nice place. And I'm just buying time to get Josh set up.
Yeah, and he's never, that was when I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Because Joey is like good on time. Like, if he says dinner is at 7, dinner's at 7, you know? And he was like stalling, and we were like walking the beach, and I'm like,
because we're walking around, and at the same time,
but can we walk it after we eat? Like, I'm starving. He's like, let's go get a drink. I'm like, what time is reservations at?
So Josh and I are going back and forth, and that also was like nerve-wracking because she's like, why are you on your phone so much? You know,
oh my
like,
god, I know. He like kept texting.
So I'm just like, it's just a group chat.
Oh
but really, it's me and Josh going back and forth. Like, all right, this is not gonna work, so we're gonna do this. All right, we're gonna do this. Literally on the fly, and it was insane. But it worked out perfect.
Because we were on this nice date, and he's like texting, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! Like,
so
what are you texting?
The beach didn't work. There was too many people. We're running out of time. We're trying to catch like perfect daylight. So Josh finally finds the area. You want me to talk about the area? What it was? So we found this piano that plays by itself, and super nice area.
Really nice.
Like, that was all his idea. Like, that had nothing to do with me. He chose that. He was like, dude, this is it. This is a beautiful place. I had like you know, where they put the
ropes.
The ropes where it do not touch.
Yeah, like you can't touch it.
He just ran with it. He spoke to the manager like, "Hey, we're doing a proposal here. Is it cool if I move some of this stuff?" He was like, "Yeah, go for it."
Freaking move the ropes out of the
He
way.
moved the ropes out of the way, cleared out the area.
And it was cool. It was good because I never had met Josh before at that time.
She didn't know Josh,
so I didn't know what he looked like or anything.
Yeah.
So I probably saw him, but I never, like, it didn't click.
No, he did a really good job by not being around. Because at this point, we didn't know where to do it. The beach wasn't going to work, so I was like, all right, let's go to the bar, get a drink. We go to the bar, get a drink.
And he's on his phone again. I'm like...
And then that's when he told me about the piano. We started walking back out that area, and there's a family with, like, kids and stuff, like, playing on the piano.
So Joey's probably, like, so stressed out.
So I'm like,
da-da-da-da-da.
I'm like, I really want to check out this piano. She's like, why?
I know.
Family to get off the piano and move. Like, I'm like, you guys need to move. Watching this family, and they finally decide to get off the piano, and I'm like,
I think it's because they, like, saw that, like, because we were facing the piano, but I guess there was, like, a group of people that knew that there was an engagement, so they were, like, already surrounding us, but I wasn't looking at the back. I was looking forward.
Yeah, they were
so I think the
back.
family saw that. They were like, okay, come on, let's go.
So they finally left, and I'm like, oh, let's check out the piano. So I'm, like, looking at it, I'm, like, pointing at it. I'm like, oh, check this out. And somehow she ended up in front of me, and I ended up behind her, so she's, like, looking. So it was the perfect time for me to kneel. I pulled out the ring. She turned around, saw that I was kneeling, proposing. And voila, this huge scenario.
And everyone was like clapping.
There was like everybody at the hotel came out of
joking.
nowhere clapping. Josh is taking pictures.
Yeah.
Someone was there recording video
insert some
for us.
photos in here so you guys can see.
So we got like video, we got pictures.
Yeah.
If you haven't already seen some of the pictures, she's posted them in the past, but she'll probably put some here.
Yeah, I'll post
so you guys can check out. He did an awesome job with the engagement shoot.
Yeah.
Despite all that, it ended up working out perfect because she really didn't have any idea. She was kind of confused as to why we weren't eating yet.
Oh my god.
She started, it looked like she was getting a little
hangry. Because it was hot. We were walking the beach. It was getting hot. I was like, oh no, my hair is
starving
freezing.
too, yeah. So that worked out. I proposed. She said yes. Obviously, there was a whole group of people.
So when he proposed, I thought that he was joking in the first 3 seconds. I'm like, what are you doing? Get up.
And I'm like trying to show the ring.
Like in the moment, I'm just like so confused.
Does this look like a joke?
I don't know.
But,
and then I started crying because I'm a crybaby, you know.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how that happened.
The dinner was
after going back and forth.
Oh, and then after the proposal, we went to the beach.
And we walked back out to the beach, yes, because it was at that point it was like the sun was setting. It was perfect lighting out.
Yeah.
Josh did a full engagement shoot with us outside, moved some things around, caught a nice part of the beach where there wasn't too many people. Got really beautiful photos.
Yeah, and it was nice because it was like that same day, you know.
Yeah, it was the same day.
It was like so authentic.
So it was. Yeah, it wasn't like we got engaged and then we went back a month or two later to do an engagement shoot. It was literally the same day, like right after the engagement.
And that's our engagement shoot. Like we're not doing another one, you know, because what's better than like the day you actually got engaged?
It's a real engagement shoot. We got engaged at.
So we like we use those pictures for our engagement invitations and everything.
So I originally had called ahead to the restaurant before obviously we got there and said, hey, well, I called like a couple weeks in advance. And said that I was planning on, you know, proposing, doing our engagement there, and they were super helpful. Do you want to say where the restaurant was? Or?
Yeah, we got engaged on Coretta on the Golf.
Coretta on the Golf. They were awesome. Awesome service. I have no complaints. They were very helpful. They helped me a lot, and they gave me some tips and said, yes, we would absolutely love to have you guys for your, you know, engagement, your proposal.
And they actually do weddings there, so if anyone's in the Florida area looking
very nice venue.
Is engaged, looking to get married, they actually host weddings there. So it's a really pretty venue.
So I set that up with them. They were very flexible with times. When we got there, obviously we had our time and everything.
We had champagne.
They picked a beautiful table for us in the back corner.
Looking
it was private. There was a window area. We could overlook the beach, the sunset.
There was rose petals on the table.
Yeah, fresh rose petals on the table.
It was perfect timing because the sun was setting. Like
perfect timing.
You know, the sun sets for like
I picked the perfect time.
Of course. And
we had a bottle of champagne waiting for us on ice, and
it was nice.
They set it up beautifully for us, and I have no complaints. The food was great as well.
It was. I don't even remember what I ate, but I knew it was good.
They took really good care of us. I think you had a steak.
Yeah, we had steak.
And I don't remember what I had.
Oh, and dessert was so good.
Yeah.
It was like this 14 little mini chocolate desserts, like little.
The dessert was actually on the house. They gave us a dessert.
It was on the house?
Yeah, the dessert was. So that was really nice of them as well. And they even helped with picking what kind of champagne and what we liked. Mm-hmm. So they were very thorough. So yeah, that was a great experience. The restaurant did a great job. Josh did an amazing job. He was a huge help, and yeah, it was a great time. I think it worked out perfect.
Yes, it did. You did a good job, babe.
I tried.
I wouldn't have expected anything less.
So did you enjoy it?
Yeah, of course. The ring was beautiful. The dinner was beautiful. The pictures were beautiful. It was perfect.
I was able to capture the moment. I really wanted to capture the moment for our family too, since we couldn't have everybody there.
Yeah, but I
so the engagement shoot was very
just
important to us. No, yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying the engagement shoot was important to us. That way, we were able to share what we experienced, and they could kind of see it almost in real time.
And it was intimate too, like it just being us. I didn't think of it until afterwards. Like dinner, we were actually able to like enjoy us and like just soak in the moment of being engaged, and you know, it was nice. I liked it.
I definitely enjoyed the experience. Yeah, it was good.
So yeah, that's our engagement story. I hope you guys found this interesting. I don't know. Are we interesting?
There's a lot more to our story, but that was just a small snippet.
Yes.
Literally just the engagement.
And like I said, I'll put some pictures in here so you guys can see what we're talking about. And you guys can see the piano and the beach photos and
the piano that I was obsessed with. If there's any questions you guys may have, leave them in the comments.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to answer them.
Of course.
So.
We like questions. We like helping people.
Yeah, anybody that's looking to get engaged.
Yeah.
Need any advice? Any help with what to look for?
Yeah. I mean, we're not professionals by any means, but we like to help other couples or like just anything. Yeah. Whatever knowledge or experience we have, we want to like share with other people.
Yeah.
Because other people might be going through like getting engaged or like planning a wedding or buying a house or like building their credit or whatever.
And
like,
we're doing it all at once.
Yeah. Saving, like whatever. Like we're young, but I think that we have a good amount of experience that we can help other people, and we're still learning ourselves.
Yeah,
like there's things that I'm always asking for advice and experience from others. So just a big pot of experience we just share with the world.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I hope I didn't do too bad on my first.
Be easy on him, okay? Or else he won't come back.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks again.
Thanks for watching. If you
like
this video,
comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, there you go. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next video.
Alright, see ya.